We've already done you to Roma. Martin Ødegaard, let's get into that because there's a bunch of things. Now, I can't lie, I'm kind of sick of speaking about Ødegaard. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Personally, I don't think we're getting Maddison. I think the club's going to double down on Ødegaard. It's something that's going to drag on. You know, 1 minute he's staying, then he's going, then he's staying, then he's going, then he's going, then he's staying, because clearly everything's up in arms. I think with Xhaka staying, we're not going to sign an actual centre mid. We're going to go all out for somebody like Ødegaard who can play there, but is going to more play in a 10. If we look at the first article, hey, allow me, what's all of this? Ødegaard insists on finding a solution. As you lot can see here, Martin Ødegaard continues to doubt his future as a Real Madrid player. Last week, the Norwegian's agent made the Real Madrid leaders know the midfielder's concern about his situation at the White Club. Well, it's not clear to him, and neither has Sunday's game against Milan cleared up the unknowns that he maintains regarding the position and place he'll occupy in Carlo Ancelotti's team. The midfielder does not have positive feelings. He sees that the scenes lived during last season with Zidane can be repeated this year. Casemiro, Modric, Kroos, and Valverde seem, or so the Norwegian thinks, seems to have an advantage. Apparently, Ødegaard's hesitates if he doesn't see the clear picture. If you think you're not going to play, your football decreases. The Norwegian is not one of those players who apply the path of struggle to reverse the situation. You need to feel important. In all the teams he has been in, he has been a star, and he must feel to offer his best version. Since his return to Real Madrid, he has not found the ideal scenario to exploit those qualities. For the Bernabeu, after listening to his agent, they are clear about it, and he does not intend to keep. They do not. Google Translate's doing a madness, but they do not intend to keep an unhappy player. Already last January, he opened the exit door to the Norwegian, and now a similar movement is taking place. Ødegaard does not see it clearly, and at Real Madrid, they believe that it's best in these cases to find a solution. So nobody wants to keep unhappy players, which Real Madrid wouldn't. I mean, his contract's running down. They probably will take the 35 to 50 million pounds that you try and buy them for. We already know they've lost Ramos for free. Varane has been sold, and they might just sell Ødegaard to ease their financial situation. And also for Ødegaard, you're at Real Madrid, innit? You've got to back yourself. Unless you're Messi and these sort of guys, you have no divine right to play. But at the same time, I get it. If you're going to be given the same sort of signals, you could only blame yourself if after a year, the same thing repeated itself that saw you go on loan last season. You know, I think he needs to go somewhere he's going to get love, and that needs to be somewhere else. And it is a bit annoying seeing him linked with us all the time. Now, if you're coming, come. If not, it is what it is. Apparently, in addition, the Norwegian player played together with Ceballos could be the two best sales to be made in the remainder of the summer, leaving behind Varane to transfer to United. Arsenal still pending any movement that may occur around the midfielder. Arteta wants to have him back in his team and has made it known to the player and the White Club. So we'll have to see what happens there. Keeping up with the articles, apparently Martin Ødegaard is the main objective of Arsenal this summer, and they are attentive to everything that happens with him at Madrid. That's according to Mundo Deportivo, who, as we said, apparently the midfielder is having doubts on all of these things. He against AC Milan, Carlo opted for Isco ahead of him, so he doesn't think he really has the trust of the manager. You need to earn your spot, man. John Stones looked like he was leaving City, and now he's getting a new deal. So make things work, man. I'm not going to say he's not a fighter, but he's not one of them sort of guys, people. The player had heard the same speech last summer, and this, coupled with the latest developments, has made him see that everything is going to be the same as last season. Real Madrid wanting to stay, but if Ødegaard wants out, they will not close the door, provided they receive 50 million euros in return. The Gunners seem ready to pay the price set by the Spanish giants. Apparently, Arteta wants the player back at the Emirates as he considers Ødegaard as a key piece of the North London club. The manager has informed Arsenal leaders that they have to go for him if the player gets within range. And I mean, critics might say, bro, he got 2 goals, 2 assists or something like that. 50 million is excessive. I think we could do it. I think we should do it. I think he's a decent player. Obviously, I see us going for this purely because if they're saying 60 million for Maddison to begin negotiations and these lot will give you Ødegaard for 50 million, I just see it being there, innit? So we'll have to see. Moving away from that and keeping up the same thing. As you lot can see here, Martin Ødegaard's situation remains wide open as Arsenal learn price tag, people. And I'm not going to keep reading over the same things. We know he didn't start and all of these sort of things. Apparently, a journalist has said it would take Arsenal around 40 to 50 million euros to secure Ødegaard's signing. The player hasn't made a final decision about his future, but is seriously considering a move away from Madrid. Now, everybody should should be considering everything. You know, Arsenal can't rely on Odegaard coming and staying. 1 minute it looks like he's going to stay on from his loan spell. 1 minute he's gone, and that's flipped our thingies, flipped our plans. Real Madrid can't bet on him because he's moving soft. And to be fair with you, Odegaard, you should be open to leaving and staying if you're not seeing signals. But for me, Arsenal either press aggressively and get this done or just keep it moving. Me personally, I think we're going to try our hardest for Maddison, quote unquote, and then we're probably just going to try this Ødegaard thing. But I don't know what's going on in that regards, people. So 40 to 50 million euros should see Ødegaard sign for the club. That's Lucas Torreira. 1 sec, folks. Let's put that timestamp in. Once out of Real Madrid. Arteta wants him to. And I mean, with Ødegaard, it just feels like these players that have been told you're special your whole life, and now you're in a position where, for me, you're a special player anyways, but it's like he's having a problem being the only not special one. And to be fair with you, you're average at Real Madrid purely because I've always said it, bro, you being a good player, being one of the best in whatever, that gets you into Madrid. So if everybody's there, and of that level, you're mediocre around them. It's like being a sick young player. You know, you might be I don't know, a Millwall or something. You're a big fish in a small pond at 16. You're bullying it. City by you. There's all other 16-year-olds like you. So it is what it is, people, in that regards. What I would like to see is a bit of aggression. It seems like something needs to give. You know, maybe we need to be a bit aggressive to get Ødegaard to give him some encouragement to force a move, because it feels like people are filtering things to the agents. Arsenal are listening. Madrid are open to selling. Ødegaard's open to staying or going. Something's got to give. And we're only going to see real aggression when you see us fail to get Maddison, in my opinion, or something along them lines, if it even gets to that scenario.